Welcome guys, hey, today we're going to talk about... Never mind, I'm leaving. Just kidding guys, we're going to talk about cardio today. Everybody says how terrible it is, or you're going to lose muscle from it. That's all nonsense. Today we are going to talk about HIIT versus steady state cardio, my opinions on them, when to use them, when's the best time, is it better for fat loss, is it better for all kinds of things. So stay tuned. So first off, what is HIIT training? HIIT training stands for high intensity interval training, okay? So an example of this, what I use with my clients usually is on the bike or some sort of treadmill, is going at 45 seconds at a moderate speed. Maybe you're walking, maybe you're jogging. And then following that is 15 seconds where you go all out as hard as you possibly can. So you're on the bike, you're pedaling, you're going at moderate speed, 45 seconds, and then following that is 15 seconds of complete, just absolute as hard as you can. So it adds up to a minute, and I usually go over, say, 10 to 15 rounds. And a couple benefits from doing that would be that it's going to burn a lot more calories in a shorter period of time rather than steady state, okay? Also, you can make it fun. So the key words is interval training. So you can choose, say, you want to go on the track, and you want to jog and then sprint. Or maybe you're doing kettlebell swings and you're doing intervals of swings and the intensity of it. Or you can go and do any sort of combination of exercises, and you're just changing the intensity of it on those different time intervals, okay? Some drawbacks though are that, yes, that all that work and all that metabolic stress and just your body temperature is going to increase, and you're going to get sweaty. So if you are going somewhere right after the gym or after your cardio and you don't want to smell bad, then I probably wouldn't do HIIT. But if you want to get in, get out, save a lot of time, you're going home afterwards, eating dinner, this is great. It's going to burn a lot more calories. Another drawback is if you are in a caloric deficit, meaning you're eating less calories than your, say, your baseline, so you're trying to lose weight, then you're already losing weight, but now you're adding on this HIIT cardio. So I say when you get leaner, maybe sub 10, more towards 6% in there, and you're doing HIIT cardio and you're in a severe caloric deficit, you're more prone to lose muscle mass. So if you keep your protein up, you should be fine, but you got to take into account how much weight you're losing, how fast, what body fat percentage you are. But I really wouldn't worry about it if you're just an everyday gym goer. You're not really particular about all that stuff. You don't even know what that is. So anyways, now on to steady state. So next we have steady state cardio. So steady state cardio is just going to consist of a constant steady pace, right? So an example of this would be walking on an incline treadmill. Just walking the same pace, same incline over, say, 30 minutes or an hour, whatever you choose for your time period. But it's just going to be a consistent pace. Your heart rate is going to be consistent over that time period. So some benefits to that are that it is at a lower intensity, so it's not going to be as hard for you to perform that exercise. So maybe if you're just starting out and it's hard for you to get your heart rate up and it just exhausts you, fatigues you, then maybe just walking, starting there, it's a lower intensity, so you can do it, but it's great. And you could possibly not get sweaty. I put that in there because some people, like me, I sweat regardless. I could sweat just standing here. But some people can elevate their heart rate a little bit, and they do really fine. And then you can go to work afterwards. Say if you want to do it in the morning, you don't have to take a shower after. So stuff like that. Also, it is good for circulation. So I like to do cardio right when I wake up. I drink some water, and then I go and do some sort of steady state, whether I'm walking, just biking, light biking. And this is great because it circulates the blood flow, wakes you up, and so it's really great for that. Also, drawbacks. So steady state cardio does take a lot of time to burn a decent amount of calories. So if we're comparing HIIT cardio to steady state, HIIT cardio burns more calories in a shorter period of time. So say 10 minutes of HIIT might equal 60 minutes of steady state, right? So that's a drawback because we don't want to be in the gym all day long or go outside doing exercise all day long. Another thing is they could be boring, right? Some people really enjoy just not having to worry about anything and they're just walking for an hour or so, and that's awesome. I use that time to actually study, to honestly make content for you guys, but everybody doesn't always like doing the same thing for 60 minutes straight or whatever it is. I mean, I don't have a long attention span either. So anyways, that is some information about steady state. Now let's compare them. So now we have HIIT versus steady state. Which is better? Which is better? So this is my opinion. So my opinion is actually a combination of both. Okay? I see that I do really well, clients do really well with both. So say in the morning, if you want to split up your day and you like the feeling of getting some blood flow going, we're going to do some steady state. Maybe post-workout we might do a quick session of HIIT. It also depends on where you're at. If you're trying to gain weight, we're going to really limit the amount of probably HIIT training because we want to be in a caloric surplus and we don't want to be having to eat and spend all this money on food and we're burning the calories back, and so we have to eat more, and that doesn't make any sense, right? But if we're in a caloric deficit, we're trying to lose weight, then yeah, and maybe in an off season or the beginning of your weight loss, I'm going to put in some HIIT to really increase your metabolism as fast as we can and eat the most food we can be eating, and really ramp up your metabolism and then start chopping away, reducing your calories, and just keeping the cardio time short as we can, and then just start slowly increasing a combination of both of these. So that's my opinion. There's some info for cardio. Like I said, it is actually great for you. I know people say that you lose muscle and it's not beneficial and this and that and other thing, but don't listen. This is what I think, and this is what I think will benefit you a lot. Thanks, guys. Peace.